Hey there, y'all, and welcome to today's Daily Down and Dirty. My name is Fairlight. Welcome to Airy Fairy Tarot. All right, y'all, so the message today is about the burden of indecision. So we start out with the 10 of Wands reversed. So upright, this is about, completing a cycle where you're able to lay down your burdens. When it's reversed, it indicates that maybe you're not choosing to lay down the burden. Maybe you don't recognize that you have a choice. I like to say 10s indicate the completion of a cycle. So with this card, I like to look at it as, say you come to a fork in the road and one pathway leads you off into the unknown, but there's some adventure that calls you forward. And then the other path loops you right back into what you already know. But sometimes, again, we don't recognize we have a choice because we believe being virtuous means that we continue making the same choices of what we don't really want. And it's silly that there's a belief that there's virtue in not choosing yourself. And I guess, sacrifice definitely has its place. If you're a mother or a father, then you probably know full well that you have to make sacrifices. But so often we don't really have to sacrifice ourselves for the choices, just to prove something or whatever. Anyway, I'm rambling. So anyway, we've got the 10 of Wands reversed, which means that a cycle may not be being closed out because of some sort of indecision. We've got the 7 of Cups here, and something about these two cards together really speaks to indecision. So many choices, so many, and it's like bringing to mind seeing a lot of attention on dating. And really it seems like people are less and less willing to commit because they like to keep their options open. But there's something about a burden in that. But this could be indecision about anything. This could be about indecision about making lifestyle changes or something like that. If you're contemplating becoming a vegetarian, it's like, but I like to eat meat. Or if you're contemplating quitting drinking and it's like, but I like to go out and turn up, or whatever it is. It does feel like maybe getting a greater clarity in back of what is burdensome about this dilemma. Then we come over here. I'm trying to decide. We've got a couple of different places we could go to. We've got the 2 of Swords upright. We've got the 4 of Pentacles reversed. We've got the Ace of Cups reversed. And then we've got the Queen of Cups upright. And so there's something here. Again, it just speaks to indecision. She's blindfolded. She doesn't know what choice to make. And it's like she's blindly following something, but she's not taking off the blinders to get clear about what she wants for herself, to get a clear vision about the direction she wants to go in. And then we've got this Queen of Cups who is open to receiving. It feels like there's something about this that just kind of says you are a really good person. It doesn't matter what gender you are. And I hate, good, bad. We're all rascals. We're all good. We're all bad. But it feels like there's this genuine openness to life being better and a true desire to want to live your best life. It's just somewhere in between here. It's like, but what do I choose? Because it's like, maybe you don't want to disappoint others, or, if you're giving your power away to spiritual belief. I know I can be guilty of that, and I'm the one preaching sovereignty all the time, but I'm always like, well, what's the right thing to do? What should I do? What should I do? And then in between there, with this 4 of Pentacles reversed and the Ace of Cups reversed, there's a drain that isn't being acknowledged. And the drain could be people in your life that maybe just are kind of pulling on your energy and not really filling you back up in any way. Or it can be activities that you're doing. It can be places that you spend your time. It can be whatever it is, beliefs that you keep pouring into where you're not valuing yourself. With this 4 of Pentacles reversed, if you look upright, this is my favorite 4 of Pentacles, I think, because she's got her purse clutched to her chest. And, in that chest is the most valuable thing that she has. And so she's holding it away no, I'm guarding my chest. Sometimes people will say 4 of Pentacles is holding on too tightly. And I can see where they think that, but I really feel like it's a matter of truly valuing yourself and only opening your heart, opening yourself to those people, those situations that truly do honor your value. And so with this being reversed next to the Ace of Cups reversed, again, there's no fulfillment. It's like maybe you need to like guard yourself a little bit more. Maybe you need to value yourself more because you're pouring yourself into situations that aren't truly valuing you, or something about that. It's like you're pouring, sometimes with the Ace of Cups reversed, it gives me this image of, you know, somebody sitting at a table and you're pouring into their cup, but their cup is overturned. And so it doesn't matter how much you pour, they're not available to receive what you're pouring. But often enough, if you're coming to their table and trying to pour into them, they could be making you feel like you're doing something wrong, but really it's just their non-receptivity. So maybe recognizing what you're pouring yourself into that's truly a drain, and recognizing that you have a choice. And then this receiving comes in so much better, where you know the goodness of who you are, you know what it is that you want, but maybe there's a shift in perspective where it's like, I've got my heart on my sleeve, my heart is so open, and I'm pouring, and I just want others to see this goodness. And really it's more about turning that inside and saying, I know that I'm a good person, and so I know that I deserve to be poured into, I deserve to be fulfilled, I deserve to be valued truly, I deserve to be valued for what lies in my chest, I deserve, you know, and it really is about learning to receive and not trying to prove yourself. It's just more about already knowing your worthiness and receiving. And then we have the Five of Wands reversed. Really, it felt like this Five of Wands was speaking over to this 10 of Wands reversed and the Seven of Cups, but I felt like I had to go through that other stuff first. It kind of does feel like it's saying to let your guard down. Maybe there's something about this burden that you're carrying. It's like you're putting too much pressure on yourself in some way, where it feels like, and this could be an indoctrinated belief, where maybe you had siblings, so you were in competition or something, you had to prove yourself to your parents, or whatever it is. Society indoctrinates us into believing we have to be competitive and prove ourselves as number one, or prove something like that. It really just feels like you don't have anything to prove. And, you know, while you can practice working on the things that truly fulfill you the most, it just feels like maybe things are being too complicated, where it doesn't have to be so complex. And you'll get very clear on what it is that you do want that is most fulfilling to you when you take all of this other ambiguity out. It just feels like every time you get clear on a forward movement or on something that you truly want for yourself, the committee comes into your mind, or maybe you actually have people in your life that want to contradict what you truly purely want, and so it clouds your judgment. It creates confusion, and then you become indecisive, and that is such a fucking burden. So just know you don't have anything to prove, and you truly can choose whatever is most fulfilling for you. Then we end with well, first it's the Two of Cups reversed. It kind of feels like, you know, if there's a relationship, it could be all about a relationship. It feels like this is multiple areas. I don't know why the last couple of days it's felt like it's speaking to multiple areas in your life, but this does speak to a relationship that's probably run its course. Either that, or you're just not listening to your higher self. You're giving your beliefs over to everything else and people pleasing. Maybe learning to recognize codependency. This totally could be representative of codependency. Usually I see that in the devil, but man, Two of Cups, and especially if you're in a toxic romantic situation or whatever, just see, like, truly evaluate, is this fulfilling for me, or has this just become a big fucking drain? And then behind that we have the Nine of Pentacles, which often is the independent, abundant, single woman card. And so whether you're a man or a woman, or, you know, wherever you lie on this, but this is something about really choosing yourself, investing in yourself, recognizing what is not fulfilling to you, and it maybe there's some sort of like reconciliation trying to take place in your mind, where you're just having a cognitive dissonance. Maybe you feel such a connection to a person or an activity or a situation that you believe fulfills you, and so it's hard to recognize, this is just draining me, this is not truly nourishing for me. And so this is about investing in you. This is about finding what's nourishing for you and what you truly desire for yourself in life, truly planting those seeds and cultivating what will most benefit you. All right, my name is Fairlight. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to book a reading with me, feel free to reach out, or you can find my Calendly link in the show notes. And anyway, peace and love until next time.